footballers don't date black women.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna take it there. I'm gonna take it there.
She's taking it there. That was a nice transition. Let's get into that. So what are you talking about?
Listen.
Like?
I 1000% believe you, because we had this talk on the show when I came before, how when I come out here, these successful black men love white women here.
It's in the contract.
Don't get uncomfortable, you know.
I'm not uncomfortable. My husband is Nigerian, so I'm already
Let's go Nigerian. Let's go.
So I know you ain't paying no 50-50, not with no Nigerian man. Girl, stop. You know what? Girl said not. Girl, bye.
Anyway, back to what we were saying. So like, boom. So what are you saying? Like,
Again, NFL, NBA, Premier League, Champions
LeBron's
League.
got a black wife.
Oh my gosh.
He's the most high profile NBA player you can think of.
He's 1 in a million, and that was straight out of high school.
Huh?
That was straight out of high school, and he's like one. The truth of the matter is that when a black man gets money, they look and they see a white woman as being the prize, only because a lot of times y'all are more docile than we are. Like, y'all are more like, okay, you're not going to argue probably as much as black women. It's not that we're arguing, we're holding black men accountable. So they'll get, that's what happens. We're holding you accountable. That's why you feel like we're nagging.
Who holds you accountable?
I hold myself accountable. If someone holds me accountable.
Hold on. So you hold the man accountable, but you hold yourself accountable.
If he holds me accountable, cool. We all got to hold each other accountable.
You'll be happy if he holds you accountable as well.
Yeah, of course. Let me know how to better myself. Hell yeah, I want to be the best version of myself. I want people to be like, she's always maturing. What if he says something
that you don't agree with? Then what happens? Do you listen? Do you keep listening?
I listen. One thing, when I argue, I listen. I'm going to listen to everything you say.
Yeah,
I'm gonna listen to everything, because I'm gonna bring it up 17 years later. Like, you remember when you said this? So I'm gonna listen.
Do you change your behavior from what man would say to you?
Without if
I don't believe.
No. I'm gonna say this. If a guy tells me that, if I'm dating him, if I'm dating a guy and I like him, he tells me, Celeste, this is what you do. This is the problem. This is what I need for you to change. I will tell him I will work on it, and I will actively try to work on it.
A lot of white girls got the stereotype of being docile and don't argue. That's not true. White girls will argue and be a headache as well. Absolutely, 1,000%.
Do you know you got firsthand knowledge?
Yeah, absolutely. I think most black guys will.
Did you get successful and then?
Huh?
Did you wait till you got like a little success and then decided?
No,
or have you
I've been
always
getting girls when I couldn't even get on the bus. I had to like just, when you get on the bus, like you just flash the little flasher. Everyone in London knows, school days when you got the flasher, just a fake ticket. But anyway, yeah, boom. I've been getting girls since 13.
My thing is
no, white girls.
White girls, black girls, all girls.
So is that your preference to date?
My preference is attractive and cooperative.
See? Cooperative.
What do you mean? I've had cooperative black girls as well.
Cooperative. That is the best word. Cooperative.
The problem with what you're saying is black women are not a monolith. There's different types of women everywhere in every community. So you're trying to paint a picture of all black women are going to be, let's just say politically correct, hold men accountable. No, there's going to be some black women that act like, are not argumentative and more eagueing and probably let things slide and stuff like that.
No,
there's black women that are like that too.
You're very right about that. So I say no. When I say that, I mean like this. If I say women, black women, I'm not talking about every single one, right? I'm saying generally.
What?
Would you date Sexy Red?
Who?
Sexy Red. Would you date Sexy Red?
I don't know. She looks like, hold on. It depends how they look in it.
The rapper chick.
I don't think I'd date a female rapper. Absolutely not.
The thing is that the picture, the picture that's painted of black women is that we're argumentative, we're this, we're that. That's the picture that society in general has painted
what does
for
that
us.
have to do with most people in athletes, successful black athletes, constantly dating them? Like, I want to know what it is. I'm curious.
I always say, what did Kanye say? He gets successful and he leaves your ass for a white woman. It is a sign of wealth for them.
Why are you always following what rappers
No,
and singers
because
say?
I'm sad, because it is a true statement. It is a true statement. It is a true statement. It is one of those things is that when men
the majority of black men
are
with black women though.
Okay.
Not in
America and the UK.
In America, yeah.
Absolutely not.
What?
No.
What you're saying is not true. That's fake news.
That was fake news.
Interracial dating is on the
it's terrible here.
It's on the rise, but still the majority.
When I say terrible, no offense.
say respectfully, but in the majority of these relationships, yeah, couples, black men, a majority are with black women having black children. The majority. That's over 50%.
Yeah, but
I've never seen so many mixed race people until I came here. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
And even yesterday, I was getting on the train.
But you're mixed race as well, though.
I come from 2 black parents. They just light skin.
But they're mixed race,
Two black, one from the Caribbean and one from slavery, South Carolina. Like great grandparents are slaves.
We
honey.
already been through this.
No,
You're
let me
mixed
just say
race.
this. So let me say this, right? I was getting on the train station, the tube, whatever y'all want to call it. This big poster everywhere, 3 or 4 times in this one station, right, is of a black man and a white woman dating, right? And this is what like they're trying to project on people, right? Because here it's more, I guess it's more socially acceptable here. I don't know. Because there is a lot of people who are.
It's
not
You get stared at. Black people stare at you. White people stare at you.
Everyone
will stare.
Love is love, right? Love wins. Hey.
What? You're the one that blew it up. But now you're saying love is love.
I'm just saying,
it's honestly having a white woman on your arm. It's just
well,
like
how would you feel? Okay, let me ask you two. Yeah, how would you feel if you have your black son and he has a white girlfriend? How would you not feel about that? Like he's like, this is the one. This is my person. I'm sticking with it. Well, how do you feel about it? Honestly,
you want me to be
real.
honest?
Be real.
You want me to be honest?
Yes, be real.
I would probably be uncomfortable with it only because there's so many black women out there that need love, that need to be loved, that have the same exact qualities.
It's not his job to save the world. It's his job to make the most of his life.
It is his job to make the most of his life. But growing up, I would teach him the importance of having a black woman, seeing a strong black queen. Because at the end of the day, who's investing back into our black queens? Nobody's investing in us. Now, white men are starting to look at us as being attractive. And now you're starting to see white...
Okay, if black women
now, what you think I'm going to say?
If black women are with white women, how do you feel about that? If black women are with white men, how do you feel about that?
Go ahead and go get it, sis, because we're not being appreciated by our own men.
Wow.
We're not being appreciated by our own men. You got to think about it. Black men are attracted.
The majority of black men are with black women, though. So what are you talking about?
Black men
You're
are
talking about
to
rappers and athletes. Do you understand?
But that's the conversation we're having, though.
Yeah,
and those are the most successful men.
Do you think? Okay, if we look at it, yeah. And we look at like just entertainment media or whatever, and these guys, these black guys that are at the top, yeah. Do you think pound for pound that they're probably the best husbands and fathers?
No.
So why do you care what they're doing? Those are not the best husbands or fathers.
Because you know why? And it's a true thing, and it's sad. You get with a black woman, right? And this happens all the time. Look at OJ, even happened to him. You get with a black woman, you show her the worst part of you, right? You give her your ass to kiss. Then you go out, you marry a white woman. Now you're successful. Now you give her that house. Now she gets all the things that I was in No, but we're not looking at OJ's example.
OJ was a bad example.
No, but we're not looking at OJ as an example. But what I'm saying is that you will have a black woman in the trenches with you. Give her nothing, and she stood beside you. You will get successful. You'll then go get with a white woman, right? You'll give her everything that black woman, I don't want to say deserve, but more or less deserve, because this is who helped build you to get where you were at. And you would take all that.
That's not necessarily true. I know a few boys from my past that, you know, they only used to date white girls, just non-black girls, and then guess what? When it came to getting married and having kids, boom, they got a black girl straight away. Boom, that's it. End of story. Done. Out the game. So, like, what you're saying, it does happen. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I'm saying the other side happens too.
I mean, both sides happen.
My thing is, like, so what? It was, again, like, a white couple for the 5th year in a row has won Love Island. Like, we don't have really good examples on
I agree with that.
Black love.
You jumped onto that topic. I was going to get onto that Love Island thing still.
No, because it's definitely rigged, 100%.
Love Island is, listen, my thing is this. I don't think black people should go on that show straight.
But why?
Because I think it's a joke thing. Like, every single time, I've watched Love Island like 3 times, including the last season that just finished, yeah? And every single time, black people get parred. Every single time, it's a joke thing when the black
Wait, do you have to vote to keep them on the show? I've never watched it. I was just going to say, like, if everyone has to vote to keep them on, if black people are the minority in London or the UK, then the votes are going to be less, right?
Yeah, I agree. I hear that. Like, that's what I'm saying. There's no point going on
That's
there.
a good point.
Okay.
For me,
That's
it's
what,
not.
I'm
good point.
not arguing that. Like, I understand the maths of it. It's not even about how you feel. It's the math of it. Like, the majority of people in this country are not black people. So people are just more inclined and have a affinity for people of their own group. That's just standard, innit? So obviously, if you're going on a show where the general public has to vote, why are they gonna vote for chocolate? They're gonna vote for vanilla because that's what's in my own house. Do you get what I'm saying? It's a standard thing, like, do you know what I mean? And that's why I say, like, for me, would I go on Love Island? Probably for publicity, but I wouldn't think, oh, I might win this, because I'm probably not going to win it. I'll probably get voted off the first week or the second week.
Definitely.
The first minute. As soon as you come in the house, they're like, get him out of here.
Specifically, right, that's going to be beef straight away.
I think I look at it from a more like opportunities perspective, because everyone that goes there is chasing clout, is chasing a name in this UK thing, is chasing opportunities. And I know for a fact Molly May got 4 M's from PLT. Whitney ain't gonna see that. India, who was on last year, she ain't gonna see that. Samira, she ain't seen that.
These people, them girls, them black girls are all disappeared. You don't even hear them no more.
So then you know what is up to black people in the UK to do? Start making shit for themselves.
Yeah.
Make your own Love Island.
It's not. I don't know if.
But you can't. How are you gonna get it to that level where it's like? I mean, like, for instance,
YouTube.
big up to my boy Castillo. He's done his own little dating show. I can't even remember the name of the show, but big up to him. Like, we really have to create our own things. Even with what I'm doing here. Like, I'm trying to create my own infrastructure of like, okay, I can bring on who I want to bring on. We can talk about what we want to talk about, and it's real. Do you get what I'm saying? There's no rigging this. Like, do you know what I mean? It is what it is, and it's fair. But like with a show like Love Island, bro, like as I said, if I win on there, I'm not gonna expect, oh, I'm gonna win. Like,
oh,
no,
you're a black guy,
and it
they
doesn't
ain't
matter.
gonna let that.
Yeah,
they ain't gonna let that run.
In this world, everything is about demand, right? So if you, let's say, come up with a black version of Love Island and call it whatever. And
Chocolate City.
You put it on a streaming.
Atlanta,
you put it on a streaming network,
City.
right?
Magic City. Sorry.
You put it on a streaming network, and people are streaming it. It's going to get the attention of somebody who's going to take money and invest and say, you know what? You got a product that you on your own have built. Now I want to put money into your product.
Yeah, but the danger with that is, the danger is that when these big corporations come in, now they try to take over, they try to infiltrate, and then they try to mold it to be how they want. That's why a lot of rappers,
sell it to them.
You can agree, a lot of rappers prefer to be independent, innit? Because when
in
you
today's
sign,
age, yeah,
it's mad. Even with me, everybody was getting on to me. Oh yeah, you working with JPT, and saying, oh, you signed a slave contract and you're only getting this much money as well. Because even though that's not what was happening with me, it happened so much that like a lot of people get compromised. Like, do you get what I'm saying? So. Like, it's a difficult thing.
But even if I saw this video yesterday, right? And it was one of the smartest videos. And they talked about 3 brothers who I think were like, end up being billionaires. And you know what all they did was?
Are they black?
They were like, they were like some type of like European white or something like that, like Austrian or something like that. And what they did is they copied the formula for Groupon, sold it back to Groupon. Copied the formula for Facebook. Facebook tried to sue them. Then they sold it back to Facebook, right? So anytime you come up with anything, someone is going to try to make money off of it. If you have a show and you do a show like a Black Love Island, right? And it gets the interest, it gets the people, your name is out there. When this big corporation wants to come to buy it, boom, sell it to you. I'll just come out with the next thing. And you just keep going from that and coming out with the next thing, because that's how you really get rich. When you're trying to sit there and hold on to something of yours that's going to be copied, it's going to be copied anyway. Something like a Love Island has been done a million times before, just in other ways. It's going to be
There's
replicated.
a lot of variations in America. If you go on Netflix, you see a lot of variations of basically Love Island. It's mad.
It's all this dating shows is all the same thing. I'm about to come out with a dating show, literally.
Oh damn!
I'm about to come out with a dating show.
New York edition.
A London edition.
Oh God.
Okay. So, but at the end of the day, when I sit there and I put this together, right? somebody's going to take it. There's a corporation who's going to probably come and be like, you know what? We want to stream on here.
Yeah, but let me ask you
it's gonna
this,
have to
because
be
the
sold.
whole point of this doing it yourself is because, okay, for instance, for the black community, we don't really have our own fair representation or fair chance. So if you go and create this thing and then you just go and sell it, then isn't that like kind of defeated the whole purpose? Like, because now you created it, you got it to this level, now you've given it away to the people who weren't giving you a chance in the first place.
So when you
and now you're going to have to start from square one again.
When you sell stuff, it doesn't mean that you're selling everything. You could still have a percentage in something, right? So like Jay-Z, when Barclays Center first opened, I think he had like maybe a 1% or 10% ownership, right? So no matter what, he still made money off
but
it
that's
just
good for him personally. But what about the community?
But that's
because there's still going to be people that go on Love Island and get parred.
Yeah, Love
Because
Island
they're
only
saying-
put the black people for the black audience. Like, it's 100% intentional. I know
it's
that.
a token.
Yeah,
token,
again.
token.
And in this world, you're gonna learn you gotta get what you can get and get out. You have to
I agree
get
with
you
that.
have to get what you can get and get the hell out. If you were smart enough to put together a Black Love Island that was successful, why can't you put something else up that's gonna be successful again?
But that's. I mean, there's nothing wrong with what you're saying, but that's like saying, okay, bring it back to rappers again. Yeah, you might make a sick single, innit? Sick.
Next
and
one.
then I'm just gonna make another one. Are you? You don't know that. What about Designer? Remember Designer?
Yeah.
No one that talks about him no more. Panda. No one talks about him no more.
Yeah, he stole
And he
Future's
tried.
sound.
He's been trying. He's been trying to make another single. Like, he can't do it, bruv.
He can't
There's loads of
replicate.
people. There's loads of rappers like that, and there's loads of people that make businesses as well. They pops and then, okay, can I do it again? Hopefully it does, but
if you got the
don't know.
mindset, and the thing is that you have to believe in yourself. If you had the mindset and the mentality to get there in the first place, you gonna be able to get there again. And the thing is, when you sell yourself,
That's hope.
you don't have to sell 100% ownership. You could sit there and still have 10% ownership in something that is what's yours. You're just now giving it to a bigger company who will have the
Black people sell
resources to
everything.
handle it better.
I hear that, but the point of the matter is, even if you own that 10% of that show that you made, now the corporation has taken it and twisted it and gentrified it and made it how they want it to be. You getting 10% royalties of that. Cool. That's cool for you personally. Do you get what I'm saying? But for the community, has it really helped? No, because now that thing's been gentrified, bruv.
Then I'll just come
Do you
out with
get it?
another thing. I get what you're saying. I get what
cool.
you're saying.
Cool.
But what would that show other people, right? Like when I look at stuff, I look at Issa Rae, right? And how she did it. Started from YouTube. You got your stuff from YouTube. Now you got people working for you. Now you're producing, you're directing, you're doing all this, right? Because she believed in herself.
That's what I'm saying. Anyone that wants to start doing shorts for me, hit me up on Instagram, King Richez Official, if you want to do shorts for me, man.
What do you mean shorts? You know I'm a screenwriter. See?
Cut the shorts.
What do you mean shorts?
You know, like
still-
the videos, cut them
yeah.
into short 15 to 30-second videos.
I know this question, it's going to be dark. Can white people be racist?
Yikes.
Can white people be racist? Of course.
No, I mean black people.
Of course.
What makes you say that?
For me, being the wife of a Nigerian man, I get all kinds of I mean, even what you said, like, oh, white women are docile, like people would just look at me, make an assumption about me and be like, oh yeah, she fits in a box. And people will also be calling me white. I'm half white, half Asian, like, so yeah, I get it a lot. I do.
So you think black people can be racist?
I do think so, yeah.
Interesting.
Because
We are. I'm a racist
I think
prick.
of course black people can be
I'm
racist.
racist
What
as
do you
fuck.
mean? Furthermore, let's even take it deeper. Black people will be discriminatory against other black people because they're not from the same country. And then even within that country, oh, you're from that side of town, I'm going to discriminate against you. Bro, like, come on, man.
Everybody is racist.
Everybody is.
Everybody. I don't care
Everybody
who
is.
they are, how nice. Everybody is racist. Like, let's say in America, right? You're not gonna. Not to say you. Like a white person is not gonna go up to a black person and make a terrible black joke because they know it's gonna be, especially to a stranger. They know it's gonna be tension. I feel like
They won't do that here either.
no. I feel like in Europe, there's a lot of bad jokes that I
don't
be
know,
hearing
maybe
from
outside
like.
of the UK, but like, oh, I don't know. But in London, nah. You know, and a white person ever come up to you and just be like, "Oh, you black," blah 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 blah.
No way.
I feel like they
That
maybe
can't happen.
because I be in bars and I be meeting like different.
You're around drunk people, man.
No, well, hey, but I be like, you know, like when you go to a lot of
They
these
forget
bars,
themselves.
when you go to a lot of these bars, you'll see foreigners from everywhere, from every part of, like everybody from Europe comes here. No one's
But
from here.
them other European countries, they don't have black people. They don't have black people integrated in their society like we do here. It's
Yeah,
different.
it's a bit different. Yeah.
Yeah,
Way
so they,
different.
So they're probably like shocked when they see, and that's why they
Yeah,
make
that's
certain
why-
jokes and.
Yeah, because bruh, they don't. It's just different, isn't it? I would say the UK is more closer to America than any other European country in
Yeah.
terms of racial dynamics and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Can I just go back to your question as well? So I wanted to mention like the way that, because I never understood that there was animosity. So like I've always had black girlfriends, but then when I got a black partner, then I was receiving a lot of animosity, especially from black women.
What, your own friends?
They probably were a little.
Come on,
upset.
be
I
real,
don't-
be
I
real,
don't
be
know,
real,
I
be
don't
real.
know, I don't know. I can't.
Did you get married before them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm older than them as well. So like they're not yet, but some of them are getting married. But regardless of that fact, like the amount of random hate comments I'll get, or like looks on the street coming to an event. Like I went to an event with my partner, my husband, the other month, and like I was pretty much the only non-black person in the event. It was like a family event. But it was like people were staring at me when I went to meet people. Like this woman didn't even want to greet me. Like, I don't know. I just got really weird, bad vibes in general. And I didn't understand it at first because I was like, what's happening? Like, I just didn't understand that there was a problem. But then the more that I speak to people, I'm like, oh, okay, so people see me as a problem and they don't know me. They don't know anything about me and my partner. They don't know anything about
But people
our
judge.
relationship.
People always judge though.
Yeah.
Like that's just a standard thing. Like people always. It's like, okay, for instance, yeah. Like when I came back from America, I moved to a very very like white predominant area, and like I felt like I was an alien, fam. Do you get what I'm saying? Like now, everywhere I'd lived, where I was born and raised, and where I was in America, everything was like more time integrated, or more black people, or more ethnic people around here. So when I got to this area, and imagine I've just come from the States, I've touched down there now, and it's just like they're all looking at me like, and I'm just like, yo, like this is mad. So that doesn't surprise me at all. It don't surprise me at all. Like, do you know what I mean? People always kind of judge what they don't know, or they don't understand, or they haven't really experienced that. So like, for instance, them people in that area where I live, they haven't really been around guys like me. They don't know. They didn't go to school with guys like me. They don't know. Everything they know is what they seen in a music video or something.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So
I understand what you mean, but I feel like there's like a certain amount of like anger towards, and it's not just me.
what,
Like
the women showing anger
Yeah.
towards your
It's
domestic.
not just
Wait,
judging.
What women?
so like black
the
women,
black women.
No, you
On
can't
the
say that, I
street,
can't
or
lie.
like-
that's a bit mad.
But I
What
can
do you
say it
mean
because
black
it's my
women? What do you mean black? What like just explain what your point again? Because
so my point is that my experience has been that I have received animosity and looks, comments, all different types of things from black women that I do not know, in the street, online.
Because you're with a black.
Because
you're
you're with
with
a black guy.
And one of my friends,
I believe her.
I
she's
believe
with
it.
a black
No, in
guy.
America, yeah, it's like
She's with a black guy. She's got 2 mixed race babies. She's Arab. A black woman walked up to her in the grocery store and said, "Just so you know, he's going to leave you for a black woman." And my friend was like, with her babies, like,
Right, that's mad still.
no, I believe
What
it.
do you think about it? I'll go to
I
you.
definitely believe it because I'm a black woman. So like it used to really bother me before when I would see a black man with a white woman. It would bother me because I'd be like, what's wrong with us? Why are you not? You can find a black woman and do the same exact thing with. And of course, as I got older, it's because I've always had white friends. I was, like, so I have nothing wrong with white women, white people. I have no problem with them. But it does hurt your feelings as a black woman when you do see a black guy, especially a good black guy that like we would love to have him in our community, and he go ahead and he gets with a white woman. It's hurtful to see because it's like, okay, who is loving us? Who is pouring back into us? Everybody wants a black man. Does everybody want a black woman?
Where do black men come from? Black women. So it's just there's sometimes where it comes to this stuff, like, because you're saying these black girls are looking at me like this, they were doing that. is your mother-in-law not a black woman? Like, make it make sense, babe. Like, I'm not.
But
even
what do you mean?
I'm just
Like-
saying, like,
Mean,
she's
like-
actually a black lady. Like,
I'm not saying
you can't
all
love on
black
a black
women.
man, and then do you get what I mean? Not look at where he's come from. You've come from
That's
two
got nothing
people.
to do with it. I
I'm just
respect
saying.
I respect my mother-in-law, and I respect and love all black people, including the women. I'm saying that I have got looks like that's got nothing
But
to do
no,
with
white
me.
women don't look at you funny when you're with a black guy.
Not really, no.
Well, that's-
Do
I don't
white men
believe
look
that.
at you crazy?
No, I'm.
And
Ooh,
that's
I
a
don't know
lie.
about
That's
the
a
white
lie.
dudes.
Because I feel like white
the
men
white
might
dudes,
look
they
like, what are you
might be
doing?
looking
Yeah,
at
like
you.
what you doing with
But
that?
you
Maybe
might
you
not
don't
be
notice
looking at
it.
them like
Yeah,
that.
you might not notice it, but I'm sure
Yeah.
white men look at you crazy, like, oh, why you got a
Well,
black
actually,
husband?
to be fair, sometimes Asian men will. Maybe.
Because even like with the Adam 22 thing, yeah,
Mm.
and his wife, I have an opinion. I think again, like, why he could have chosen a white man for Lena. to
That's what
sleep
I
with.
think as well.
And then the
I ain't
next
gonna lie.
person he wanted was Andrew Tate, another black guy. Like, it doesn't make sense.
He's
why
mixed
are
race,
you?
though.
Well,
Capitalizing off of us.
You
I
know?
thought Andrew Tate was white. When they said he was mixed race, I was like, where?
Yeah.
yeah.
He's like,
Where?
He is quite fair.
I'm
though.
joking, man. Calm down, man. Don't cause
He's
disasters
quite
in here.
fair. Yeah.
But yeah, that's jokes still.